Well, hello there, Leo. Thank you for stopping by my channel. This is your February monthly reading, and we're going to go ahead and get started on it. So let's see, what messaging do we have for Leo for the month of February? What do they need to know? What messages do they need to hear, please? Thank you so much. All right, just getting started strong, fast. So we have card number 55, Snake Spirit, Time to Heal. This is your opportunity to shed old feelings, shed old skin, get rid of the old, bring in the new. And then you have card number 40, Mouse Spirit, Tend to the Small Things. And I love how these cards very much conflict as one eats the other. This one tries to stay far away from this one, doesn't it? So very interesting. You know, it makes me feel like this is like a twofold month for you, where like half of it is going to be an opportunity for you to heal, and the other half is going to be an opportunity to work on the small things within your life, to focus on the small things, also the small positive things that we overlook often. So, you know, I just feel like these are two steps, two different factors in your month. You have to heal first, and then you can focus on the small things. So very interesting to see those very conflicting animal spirits coming out together, being close together like this in a reading. I find that very interesting. So we have quite a few cards jump out. Let's see what we have going on. We start off with the Ace of Wands, all about new action, new energy coming into your life. This is new movement, and that comes in with that time to heal. Love this, because you then have the Three of Swords, which shows that this healing is a process. It can be a painful process for some, as we can see. Three of Swords comes out when it's time to focus on yourself. So I love this combined with that time to heal. You know, Three of Swords always looks like a very depressing and sad card. Obviously, she's in pain. What that tells us is it can be an uncomfortable position that we're put in, especially when you're trying to focus on healing yourself. That can be very uncomfortable. Like I said, I have this joining these two cards because I feel like it's going to be an uncomfortable part, but it's also going to be an opportunity to bring this, to bridge this over to the Mouse Spirit and allow you to focus on the small things, because that is what's going to get rid of this feeling of discomfort. It's going to show you why you're doing what you're doing. So the Ace of Wands, like I said, this is finding your new sense of purpose. This is having the motivation to go after a new action. Like I just feel like there's like this feeling of switching things up. You come in with the Knight of Swords as well. And the Knight of Swords is all about jumping into action, going. You have this high energy here this month. You're ready to just get going. Let's do this. So I love that about you. I love that you're just ready to go off and conquer. I would definitely just stress that you have some type of plan moving forward. That's usually, the Knight of Swords usually comes out when you're missing that plan, when you're just jumping into battle. And we also have the Five of Swords that came out. A lot of swords that are speaking to you. So a lot of feelings about your thoughts playing a big role in the month of February. Now the Five of Swords can symbolize a card of just having more than what others have and kind of gloating or feeling high and mighty over others. Now we see in this symbology, it can also symbolize that, you know, I mean, it's very simple symbology, but when you look at this, you see he's holding his head. So some of you might have some migraine issues this month. You might have some issues that are just really bothering you, some thoughts, some anxiety, feelings that are going to be kind of creeping in. So I feel like some of you are just going to have too much focus on some thoughts that are pulling you off tilt. And that gives you this ability to heal, or that motivates you to heal, get away from these feelings. Because then, I love this, we jump into the King of Swords, and now all of a sudden you have power over those thoughts. We go from here where it's like there is no power. They just keep coming in. They keep bothering us. They keep pulling us off track. King of Swords is showing you have that, that feeling of, I know where this is headed next. You know, he's up on the top of a mountain. He can see everything because he has a bird's eye view. And we see all these flying creatures that are in the image with him. They all have a bird's eye view. So there is this messaging of getting a bird's eye view of what the future holds for you or where the path is leading. Now, the King of Swords does come out when there's too much spontaneity going on in life as well. He frowns on spontaneity. He wants careful analysis, careful planning before moving forward. And we see that with the Knight of Swords, jumping right into battle, not planning. So I get this overall feeling that you really need to be planning out your next steps. You're getting a lot of warnings here, the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords, about making spontaneous decisions, not doing that, making sure that you're playing chess here, okay? Planning out your next couple moves. And then you end with the Star, which is all about your wishes coming true, life falling into place, wishes being fulfilled. I love this. When you see the star, I always suggest that you pause the video and make a wish. Go after what it is that you really want. Now, the star can also symbolize being in the spotlight, being noticed. Some of you quite literally might be up on stage with a spotlight shining down on you. But for others, this is a card of being noticed, being recognized, people acknowledging the work that you have done and congratulating you. Love it. Bottom of the deck, you have the High Priestess. Now, this is your shadow self. So the High Priestess coming in shows me that you're going to be receiving some signs. You're going to be receiving messages, some downloads, information from your ancestors or spirit. This could be at night. We see that her eyes are closed. So this could be some sort of meditative state where you receive these messages. So keep that in mind as you're going through the month. I would definitely write down your dreams, okay? Let's see, what other messaging do we have? Thank you so much. Thank you. So you start with the Eight of Pentacles. Very strong card of focusing on your work, mastering your craft, getting better at what it is that you enjoy doing. Now, I say enjoy doing because we see he is doing the same thing over and over and over again. Very repetitive work. If you don't like what you are doing, you are going to hate this. So a lot of times this can be getting something ready for the market to sell. So some of you might be in some type of craft business or thinking about creating something to sell down the road. Others, this is learning something new. It could be learning new things about finances. It could be learning a new way to do your career or to move up in your career as well, to create more pentacles within your life. So sometimes this is quite literal, where you are working on creating more things to sell. Other times this can be kind of more figurative, where you're just creating more pentacles with your time. So you get a raise, you move up into a new position, things like that. Now you have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords comes out because you need to make sure you're taking some me time. You need to make sure that you're taking some time to rest, to recharge. The Four of Swords has come out quite a bit in these monthly readings. So I see that as a sign that February really just overall is a time that a lot of us should be relaxing. This should be a time for hibernation. So this is a time for you to try to get some rest. Leo, I know you're very high energy a lot of times, so keep that in mind as you are going into your daily events. Try not to be the Knight of Swords every single day. It would do you very well to recharge your battery every once in a while. And finally, we have the Knight of Cups. And Knight of Cups is kind of a sign of, again, there is no rush. You need to chill out, okay? This is all about finding inspiring projects and adventures as well. When I see the Knight of Cups, I think about having choices about where you're going next, because he can go any which direction he wants, and he's not in a rush to make this decision. So I would be very smart. I think that, this does kind of go back to that Eight of Pentacles energy, where you are almost like writing your own check type of feeling. So some of you are going to potentially have multiple offers fall into your lap during the month of February, multiple people being interested in your services. So it's almost like you're going to have multiple choices in front of you here in the month of February. So that's a very positive sign. People taking notice of you, again, with that star, people taking notice of the work that you're doing. So I love that a lot. So you have community, number 39, community playing a very strong role in your life, maybe being involved in some community events during this month. Thank you. And yep, toil and labor. there you are, working hard. I had a feeling we would see another card related to busting your butt. There it is. Let's go ahead and roll the dice. Cards number 38 and 39 too. So we have numbers 3 and 13. Add those together, you have 16. So those could be special days of the month in the month of February, or they could be just numbers to be on the lookout for. And then we have numbers 10 and 20. Add those together, you have 30. Obviously, we don't have a February 30th, so I would just say the last day of February potentially. But overall, very, very interesting reading. Again, I think the snake spirit and mouse spirit being very contradictory, being very much cards that like to stay apart coming out together. I find that very interesting for your reading. It also could mean that you might be attracting somebody that's very much the opposite of you. I feel like if that's what you're looking for, is like a new relationship, there might be somebody that you would never expect coming into your life this month. But yeah, I love this reading. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate everyone that watches and likes and subscribes. And I'll see you in your next reading, my friend. Goodbye.